Artificial intelligence is like giving a computer the ability to think in its own way. Normally, computers only follow instructions step by step, like a calculator solving numbers when you push the buttons. But with AI, the computer can start to learn from examples, just like kids do at school. When you practice spelling words or solving math problems, you slowly get better. AI also gets better the more it practices. At first, it might get things wrong. But with time and lots of examples, it improves. That's why people say AI is like a computer brain that learns. Think of AI as a special kind of brain inside a computer. Just like your brain helps you remember things, solve problems, and make decisions, AI helps computers do similar tasks. But here's something important. Computers don't just wake up knowing everything. They need to practice. When you practice reading or playing soccer, you get better every day. AI practices with information, like pictures or words, and gets smarter over time. The more it sees, the more it learns. That's how AI goes from being just a machine to something that can answer questions, play games, or even help drive cars. AI isn't something far away or only in science labs. It's already part of your life every day. When you ask Siri or Alexa a question, that's AI listening and answering you. When YouTube shows you cartoons or songs you'll like, that's AI remembering your choices. Google Maps also uses AI to find the best way to get you to soccer practice or a friend's house. Even the characters in your favorite video games move and react because of AI. It's everywhere, in your pocket, on your TV, and in the games you love to play. Humans and AI are very different. Humans can feel emotions like happiness, sadness, and excitement. We can dream, imagine new games, and come up with ideas that never existed before. AI, on the other hand, doesn't feel anything at all. It doesn't get excited, happy, or sad. What it does really well is follow rules and recognize patterns. AI can solve math problems super fast, remember huge amounts of information, and keep working without getting tired. But it doesn't imagine new stories or dream about the future. That's something only humans can do. Think about a new puppy in your home. At first, it doesn't know how to sit, stay, or fetch. You have to show it over and over again. After practicing many times, the puppy finally learns the trick. AI is the same way. When it starts, it doesn't know much. But by practicing with lots of examples, it learns step by step. The more it practices, the better it gets. Just like a puppy becomes a smart dog with training, AI becomes smarter with practice and data. AI isn't only in movies or robots, it's in your daily routine. It's in the apps you open, the videos you watch, the music you listen to, and even the tools you use for school. The amazing thing is that it often works in the background without you noticing. From the moment you wake up and check your phone to the time you play games at night, AI is quietly helping you. You may not always see it, but once you start looking, you'll find AI everywhere. Without realizing it, you've been using AI every day. At school, it helps fix your spelling or translate words into other languages. At home, It chooses shows or movies you'll enjoy. Even in your games, AI controls the characters that challenge you. What makes AI so powerful is that it learns from you. If you like action shows, it will recommend more. If you watch a lot of funny videos, it will suggest similar ones. AI is like a helper that always pays attention to your habits and tries to make things better for you. Talking to AI is one of the most fun parts of using it. You can ask Siri what the weather is and he will tell you right away. You can tell Alexa to play your favorite song and music will start. You can even ask Google to tell you a joke and it will try to make you laugh. What feels like magic is really AI listening carefully to your words, turning them into text, and then finding the right answer. AI makes devices feel like they can understand you, even though they don't really feel anything. When you're on YouTube or Netflix, have you noticed how it always seems to know what you want to watch next? That's AI at work. It remembers what you've seen before and looks for patterns. If you watch cartoons, it will show you more cartoons. If you love music videos, it will suggest more of them. It's like having a friend who knows your favorite shows and always has another one ready for you. AI makes watching videos more fun by keeping the recommendations coming. Imagine needing to get to soccer practice or a new friend's house. You type the address into Google Maps, and it doesn't just show you the way. It also checks traffic and finds the fastest route. It tells you exactly how long it will take to get there. Without AI, a map would just be a piece of paper with no updates. With AI, maps are smart. They guide you turn by turn, adjust for traffic, and make sure you arrive on time. Humans and AI each have strengths. Humans can think, imagine, create art, and feel emotions. We can come up with new ideas and dream about the future. AI can't do any of that. Instead, it follows rules and uses logic. It looks at data and makes decisions based on patterns. It's logical, fast, and very accurate, but it has no heart. This shows us that while AI can be a powerful tool, it can never replace the creativity and emotions of humans. Humans are special because we can feel and imagine. We can create brand new games, stories, or art. We learn from our experiences, and even when we make mistakes, we grow wiser. Most importantly, humans care about others. We love our families, our friends, and the world around us. These qualities make humans unique, and no computer can copy them. AI may be powerful, but it can't feel love, care, or kindness the way people can. AI has its own kind of superpowers. It can solve problems at lightning speed. It can remember thousands of things instantly, like giant books or whole libraries. It never gets tired, so it can keep working day and night, and it follows rules perfectly without making silly mistakes. For example, AI can play chess without ever forgetting the rules, while humans might slip up. These strengths make AI a powerful helper, especially for tasks that need speed, memory, and accuracy. The most important difference between humans and AI is that humans have both heart and brain, while AI only has the brain part. Humans combine feelings and logic to make decisions, while AI just follows logic and patterns. This means AI can help us with tasks, but it can't replace the human ability to feel emotions, imagine new possibilities, or dream of big adventures. That's why humans must always guide AI, just like a teacher guides a student or a superhero guides their powers. Now it's your turn to go exploring. AI is hidden everywhere around you, at school, at home, even in the apps you use. Your challenge is to play a treasure hunt game. Look for AI helpers in your daily routine and write them down or draw them. Once you've found some, share them with your classmates. This game will help you realize that AI is not far away. It's already part of your world. At home, AI is working behind the scenes to help you. Smart speakers like Alexa or Google Home can answer questions and play music. YouTube shows recommendations for your favorite videos. Netflix picks cartoons and movies it thinks you'll like. Even the characters in your video games that act smart are powered by AI. Without realizing it, you've been using AI to relax, play, and have fun. AI also makes learning easier at school. Google Search helps you find answers super fast. Autocorrect fixes spelling mistakes on your computer or tablet. Voice-to-text pipes your words out loud so you don't have to write everything yourself. Translation apps change words into different languages so you can talk to people from all over the world. AI acts like a quiet classroom assistant, always ready to help. Here's how the treasure hunt works. First, look around your home or school carefully. Then, write down or draw every AI you find. Work together in teams or with a partner to find as many as possible. Finally, share your discoveries with everyone else. The more you look, the more AI you'll spot. This activity shows how much AI is already part of your life, more than you might think. Need help spotting AI? Here are some clues. Siri, Alexa, and Google Assistant are voice friends powered by AI. YouTube, Netflix, and Spotify use AI to recommend entertainment. Google Maps and Waze are navigation AIs that give you directions. Grammarly and Google Translate are school tools powered by AI. Minecraft, Pokemon, and Snapchat filters all use AI too. Even smart devices like robot vacuums, smart TVs, and security cameras are AI helpers. Artificial intelligence learns in a way that's actually very similar to you. Just like you get better at reading, writing, or playing sports when you practice, AI improves by practicing with data. Data is like the homework of AI. It's made up of pictures, words, sounds, or numbers that help it understand the world. At first, AI might make silly mistakes, just like you do when you're learning something new. But the more it practices, the smarter and more accurate it becomes. That's why we say practice makes perfect for both kids and AI. Think about how you get better at things. When you practice reading, the more books you read, the easier it becomes. Writing every day makes you a stronger writer. Shooting hoops again and again makes you better at basketball. And remember, making mistakes is part of the process. Every mistake helps you learn and improve. AI learns the same way. It doesn't magically know everything right away. With practice, It can go from being clumsy and confused to being smart and helpful, just like you do with practice at school or sports. AI doesn't go to school and sit in classrooms like you. It has no teachers standing at a board. Instead, it learns directly from data. Pictures, words, sounds, and numbers become its lessons. When AI sees thousands of examples, it starts to notice patterns and rules. For example, if it sees many photos of cats, it begins to recognize pointy ears and whiskers. The more examples it sees, the smarter it becomes. Just like you get better at multiplication after practicing, AI gets better at recognizing things with more and more practice. Think of spelling tests. Practicing them over and over helps you remember words. AI is the same. If you show it thousands of pictures of cats, it will learn to recognize cats. But without practice, both kids and AI can make silly mistakes. You might spell banana as banana. AI might think a dog is a cat. The lesson is simple. Everyone improves with practice. That's why both kids and AI need time, examples, and patience to really learn. Imagine you're training a puppy. At first, it doesn't know any tricks. You say, "Sit," but the puppy doesn't understand. You repeat it again and again, and slowly the puppy learns. Finally, after lots of practice, the puppy knows the trick. AI learns in the same way. Show AI thousands of cat pictures, and eventually it will understand this is a cat. Just like puppies need practice to learn tricks, AI needs practice to learn patterns. Both get smarter the more they repeat. Let's test how AI learns with fun examples. We'll use cats versus dogs and good versus bad spelling. Just like flashcards in school, AI uses practice examples to improve. If you show AI a cat picture, it learns cat. If you show it a dog picture, it learns dog. If you type the word apple, it learns good spelling. If you type aptly, it learns bad spelling. By repeating these examples, AI starts to recognize what's right and what's wrong. Imagine flashcards with animals. You show AI a cat picture and it learns cat. You show it a dog picture and it learns dog. The more pictures it sees, the better it gets at telling them apart. At first, it may not be very good. Maybe it mistakes a puppy for a kitten. But with more practice, it becomes much better. Just like you get faster with flashcards in school, AI improves with every new picture. Sometimes AI makes mistakes because it hasn't seen enough examples. If you only show it a few pictures, it might call a dog a cat, or it might think a lion is just a very big cat. That's why practice is so important. Like giving AI lots of examples, cats, dogs, lions, and more, we help it learn the differences. Mistakes aren't failures. They're signs that AI still needs more practice, just like kids do when they're learning spelling or math. AI also learns from words. If you shout the correct word, apple, it remembers that spelling. If you show it the wrong word, apple, it learns that's a mistake. Over time, AI becomes really good at spotting spelling errors and even suggesting the right answer. That's how spell check on your computer or phone works. It's like having a helpful teacher sitting inside your device, making sure your writing is correct. Practice isn't just for kids. It helps AI too. Kids get better at spelling by taking tests and reading books. AI gets better by checking millions of words and pictures. The more examples both kids and AI see, the fewer mistakes they make. Practice is like a magical power that turns mistakes into learning opportunities. That's why both kids and AI always improve when they keep practicing. Think about school. You do homework every day to practice. Then you take exams to see what you've really learned. AI has the same process. Training is like homework. AI practices with lots of examples. Testing is like exams. AI sees brand new examples to check if it really understands. Without training, AI learns nothing. Without testing, we don't know if it's ready. Both are important to prove that AI has truly learned. Your schoolwork shows exactly how AI learns. Daily homework gives you practice step by step. When exam time comes, you're tested on what you know. If you've practiced enough, you do well on the test. If not, you need more practice. AI follows the same idea. It practices with lots of data and then gets tested with new data. Homework and exams work together to make learning stronger. When AI does homework, it's looking at thousands of examples again and again. For example, if you show AI 1,000 pictures of cats, it practices until it can recognize cats very well. Training makes AI smarter and smarter. Just like you repeat multiplication tables to memorize them, AI repeats looking at examples to learn. Training is the practice stage that builds its knowledge. Once AI finishes training, it takes a kind of exam. During testing, AI sees pictures it hasn't studied before. For example, you show it a new cat photo and it has to decide, is this a cat? If it gets it right, AI has passed its test. If it gets it wrong, it needs more practice. Testing is important because it shows whether AI really understands, not just memorizes. Homework without exams doesn't prove you've learned. Exams without homework make you unprepared. That's why both are important. For AI, training is practice and testing is proof. Training fills the brain with patterns. Testing shows if the brain really understands. Together, they help AI grow smarter and more reliable. Just like kids become stronger students with homework and exams, AI becomes a better learner with training and testing. Now it's your turn to become the AI. Imagine you are the computer brain. Your mission is to sort pictures into the right groups, just like AI does. Look at the data. Is it a cat or a dog? Is the spelling correct or incorrect? By playing this sorting game, you'll understand how AI learns from examples. This activity shows that kids can think like AI too, using practice to spot patterns. Now it's your turn to become the AI. Imagine you are the computer brain. Your mission is to sort pictures into the right groups, just like AI does. Look at the data. Is it a cat or a dog? Is the spelling correct or incorrect? By playing this sorting game, you'll understand how AI learns from examples. This activity shows that kids can think like AI too, using practice to spot patterns. Here's how it works. Look at each picture carefully. Decide if it's a cat or a dog. Then put it in the right group. If it's a cat, sort it into the cat pile. If it's a dog, put it into the dog pile. That's exactly how AI learns to tell animals apart. The more sorting you do, the better your AI brain becomes at recognizing the right answer. This time, instead of animals, you'll sort words. If you see the word banana spelled correctly, put it in the good spelling box. If you see banana spelled wrong, put it in the bad spelling box. By sorting correct and incorrect words, you're training yourself just like AI trains with spelling data. Over time, you'll get faster and more accurate, just like an AI spell checker. After playing the sorting games, here's what we discovered. Sorting examples is training. Looking at brand new examples is testing. Making mistakes is normal and totally okay. Both kids and AI improve through practice. The more practice we get, the better we become at spotting patterns, solving problems, and avoiding mistakes. Practice really does make everyone smarter. You can try this activity with even more examples. For animals, use cats, dogs, kittens, and puppies. Add tricky ones like lions or foxes to test yourself. For spelling, use correct words like apple, school, robot, and banana, and incorrect ones like apple, school, robot, and banana. You can even create a bonus round. Sort food versus animals. This makes the game more fun and shows how AI keeps learning with more and more examples.
Have you ever wondered how the characters in your favorite video games seem to move, think, and act almost like they're alive? They don't just stand around waiting. They chase you, fight you, or even help you. This magic happens because of something called artificial intelligence, or AI. AI is like giving these characters little computer brains that help them make decisions. In Pokemon battles, in Mario's adventures, and in Minecraft's mobs, AI is the secret that makes them so much fun. Without it, games would feel empty, like toys without batteries, and no surprises would ever happen. Imagine switching on your favorite game, and nothing happens. No enemies come towards you, no teammates join in, and no surprises pop up. Every character just stands frozen like statues. That would be one of the most boring games ever. AI is what makes the difference. It gives characters the ability to chase, fight, or even cheer for you. AI makes enemies jump, makes friends help you, and adds unexpected twists to every adventure. Without AI, games would be as dull as staring at a blank wall. With it, every game becomes an exciting adventure. When you're battling a wild Pokemon or taking on a gym leader, you might think another human is controlling the other side. But actually, it's AI. The computer is deciding every move your opponent's Pokemon makes. The AI doesn't just choose randomly, it thinks about whether to use a strong attack, defend itself, or even heal when health is low. That's why Pokemon battles feel real and challenging. Without AI, your opponent's Pokemon would just stand there, doing nothing. While you win easily, AI is what makes every battle exciting, unpredictable, and fun. In Mario, Even the simplest enemies like Goombas don't wander aimlessly. They follow simple rules like walk straight ahead and turn when you hit a wall. Koopa Troopas do the same thing, giving Mario something fun to jump over or avoid. In Minecraft, zombies shuffle toward you when they see you, and creepers sneak up and explode near you. The AI tells them when to move, when to attack, and even when to hide from sunlight. Without AI, all these characters would just freeze in place. With AI, they come alive and make the game thrilling. Think of AI as the invisible game master controlling everything behind the curtain. It makes characters act like they have real brains. They can decide when to attack, when to run, and even show different personalities. They don't just follow rules like robots. They can adapt to what you do. If you try a new trick, the AI might surprise you with a new move. That's why no two games ever feel exactly the same. AI is the secret ingredient that turns a lifeless digital world into an exciting playground full of surprises. Now that you know AI gives characters their brains, let's uncover how they decide what to do next. AI doesn't make random choices, it follows rules and strategies. Just like a detective solving a mystery, AI checks its options carefully before making a move. These rules and strategies are what make games fun and fair. Without them, battles would feel unbalanced or too easy. AI creates challenges by playing by the rules, but also planning ahead, keeping players on their toes. AI in games doesn't just guess, it plays by the rule book. Think about chess. Every piece has its own way to move, and you can't suddenly break the rules. AI knows these rules perfectly and never forgets them. Just like you can't move a pawn like a knight, AI makes sure every move in the game stays fair. Following the rules makes games balanced and fun, because both the player and the AI character play within the same system. That's how AI keeps games fair and challenging. Beyond rules, AI also uses strategies. That's what makes it smart. In Pokemon, it looks at your Pokemon's type and chooses moves that are super effective. In Mario, enemies position themselves carefully to block your path. They don't just wander aimlessly, they make the game harder in a fun way. Strategy is what makes you think harder, plan better, and feel more excited. Without AI strategies, games would be too predictable and boring. With them, every game feels like a new adventure. AI often follows simple if-then rules that make characters feel alive. For example, if the player gets close, the enemy chases them. If the enemy's health is low, it hides or heals. If the player jumps, the enemy moves sideways to dodge. These simple rules add up to exciting behavior that feels smart, even though it's just programming. They create moments where you need to run, fight, or come up with new tricks, making the game more fun and surprising. Humans and AI think in very different ways. Humans use creativity and imagination. We can invent brand new strategies, surprise opponents, and even break rules in clever ways. AI, on the other hand, sticks to programmed rules. It uses strategies, but never forgets them, never gets tired, and never gets distracted. Humans bring creativity and surprise, while AI brings consistency and logic. Together, they create the perfect mix of challenge and fun, which is why no two games ever feel exactly the same. Now it's time for some hands-on fun. Tic-Tac-Toe might look simple, but it's a perfect way to see how AI thinks. You'll play against the basic AI that follows clear, logical rules. Your mission is to see if you can outsmart it. Can you win? Or will the AI's perfect logic make it unbeatable? By playing, you'll notice patterns in how it makes moves. This little game gives you a peek into how all game AI works, from Pokemon to Mario. The rules are simple but important. One player is X, the other is O. You take turns marking spaces on a 3x3 grid. Whoever gets 3 in a row, across, down, or diagonal, wins. If the grid fills up and no one wins, it's a tie. Tic-Tac-Toe teaches us that even simple rules can create exciting challenges. AI uses these same clear rules to make decisions. Following them carefully is what makes the game fair and fun. AI has its own step-by-step thinking process. First it checks, can I win this turn? If yes, it plays that move. If not, it checks, is the player about to win? If yes, it blocks. If there's no danger, it picks the best spot, usually the center or a corner. AI doesn't guess randomly. It always follows these logical steps. That's why it feels so smart and why it's sometimes really hard to beat. Tic-Tac-Toe is a perfect example of how AI makes logical decisions. Playing tic-tac-toe with AI shows us something important. Even though AI just follows rules, it can feel smart and challenging. Depending on how it's programmed, it might be very hard to beat, or a bit easier. Humans can try creative tricks, but AI sticks to logic. This difference helps us see how human intelligence and artificial intelligence are both amazing, but in very different ways. AI is logic and rules. Humans are creativity and imagination. Together, they make games exciting. Now comes the fun part. You get to be a game designer. Imagine creating your very own character with its own AI brain. Your character could be anything: a robot pet, a fire-breathing dragon, a sneaky ninja, or even a talking sandwich. The important part is giving it rules that make it interesting. AI rules will decide whether it chases the player, protects treasure, or runs away when it's scared. This is where creativity meets technology. You invent the character, and AI makes it come alive. Pretend you work at a big video game company. Your challenge is to invent the coolest new character. The character needs to feel alive and fun, which means it needs AI rules. You choose its personality. Is it friendly, scary, or mischievous? You decide how it behaves. Maybe it's a dragon that guards gold, or a robot that helps players. The clearer your rules are, the more exciting your character will be. AI rules are what transform your idea into a real game experience. To make your character feel alive, you'll need to give it rules. First, decide its personality. Then, choose its main behavior. Does it chase, protect, or hide? Finally, add special reactions. What does it do when the player gets close? When it gets hurt? When it's happy? Remember, AI doesn't feel emotions, so its happiness is really just programmed actions. Clear rules make your character behave in fun, predictable ways, just like real AI and games. Here's where you can get creative with examples. A castle-guarding dragon could breathe fire when a player comes near, fly away to heal if its health is low, and circle the castle to look for intruders. A loyal robot pet could stay close to the player, fetch items when pointed at, and dance when given a treat. The fun part is that your character can be silly, magical, or scary, as long as it has AI rules that make it act in exciting ways. Once you've designed your character, bring it to life. Draw it on paper or a tablet. Write down its AI rules, at least 2 or 3. Then, share your character with the group. Say, "Here's my AI character and what it can do." Imagine how fun it would be if everyone's characters lived together in the same game. By sharing your ideas, you get to see how AI makes characters feel alive in so many different ways. By the end of this adventure, you've learned how AI makes game characters come alive. You've seen it in Pokemon battles, Mario enemies, and Minecraft mobs. You've discovered that AI follows rules and strategies, but humans add creativity. You've even played a game with AI and created your own character. Now you know the secret that makes your favorite games exciting. You're no longer just a player, you're ready to imagine yourself as a future game designer, creating characters powered by AI.
A robot is not just a regular machine. What makes it special is that it can move or act on its own. Some robots are big, some are small, and some even look like people. But the important thing is that they don't need someone pressing buttons every second. Still, a robot can't just magically work by itself. Without clear instructions, it's just a machine waiting for orders. But when we add artificial intelligence, it becomes a smart helper. AI acts like the robot's brain, giving it the ability to think, make decisions, and solve problems. That's how machines turn into robots. You may already know many robots from everyday life. A vacuum robot cleans floors all by itself, rolling around rooms and avoiding furniture. Factory robots build cars with strong, steady arms, never getting tired. Some robots are designed to look human, like Pepper or Sophia, and they can interact with people in amazing ways. And then there are the robots from movies that feel like friends. Wall-E, who cleans up trash with a big personality. R2-D2, who helps in Star Wars adventures. And Baymax, who cares for people with kindness. Robots can be helpers, workers, or even companions. To understand robots, it helps to think about 2 parts: the body and the brain. The machine body might have arms, wheels, or sensors to move and sense the world. But without a brain, it's just hardware. AI gives it the brain it needs. With AI, a robot can make decisions, learn from experiences, and solve problems. Put those 2 together and you get a smart robot. A great example is a self-driving car. The car itself is the machine with wheels, cameras, and sensors. But the AI inside is the brain that tells it how to drive safely. It's easy to confuse robots with computers, but they are not the same. Computers usually stay on desks or in your pocket as phones. They don't move on their own. They need humans to type or tap. Robots, on the other hand, can move and act in the real world. They can interact with people, pick up things, and even travel. That's why robots often feel more alive than regular computers. They are machines given the ability to take action thanks to their AI brains. Some robots are so well known that almost everyone recognizes them. Wally is the adorable trash cleaning robot with a huge heart. R2-D2 is the beeping, helpful droid from Star Wars. Vacuum robots have become household names because they clean our rooms without being told step by step. These famous robots help us imagine the many shapes and personalities robots can have. Some live in movies, while others are rolling around in homes right now. Movies love to show us robots with charm and emotion. Wall-E shows us a robot who can feel lonely and curious. R2-D2 from Star Wars is always loyal and quick to help. Baymax from Big Hero 6 is a gentle, caring robot who looks after people. Even though these movie robots seem to have feelings, real robots don't. But they inspire us by showing how machines could be friends or helpers, sparking our imagination about what robots could become. Robots aren't just in movies. Many families have them at home. Vacuum robots roll around the floor, cleaning up crumbs and dirt. Some pet robots can wag their tails, play fetch, or respond when touched. And smart speakers, while not robots themselves, often feel like robotic helpers because they answer questions, play music, and control lights. These are examples of how robots and AI sneak into our daily routines, making life easier and sometimes more fun. Robots also have very important jobs outside of our homes. In factories, robot arms help build cars and electronics. In space, rovers explore planets where humans can go, sending pictures back to Earth. In hospitals, medical robots assist doctors during surgeries, helping with delicate operations. And in cities, delivery robots bring packages or food right to people's doors. Robots are becoming part of many jobs, working alongside humans to save time, keep people safe, and do tasks that are too dangerous or boring for us. It's important to know the difference between real robots and the ones we see on screen. Movie robots often act friendly, funny, or emotional, as if they have human feelings. Real robots don't feel emotions. They follow programmed rules. Movie robots might save the day or act silly, but real robots stick to their jobs, like cleaning, building, or delivering. Both are fascinating. One inspires our imagination, while the other shows us how machines and AI really help in daily life. Robots can't just guess what to do. They need clear instructions to follow. Think of them as machines that listen very carefully. They follow steps like a recipe. First do this, then do that. Without rules, they're confused. But when they are given clear commands, they can do amazing things. A vacuum robot, for example, keeps cleaning until it bumps into a wall. Then it turns and keeps going. This ability to follow instructions step by step makes robots seem very smart. If-then rules are the secret behind how robots act. They go like this. If this happens, then do that. For example, if you press a button, the robot starts moving. If the robot sees an obstacle, it turns away. These simple rules help robots act as if they understand the world. Even though they don't think like people, following if-then rules carefully makes them seem intelligent and capable. Robots can follow if-then rules in fun ways. If someone says hello, a robot might wave. If it sees dirt, a vacuum robot starts cleaning. If a traffic light turns red, a self-driving car stops. If a room is dark, a robot might switch on the light. Each of these examples shows how simple rules can create very smart-seeming behavior. Robots don't actually know why they're doing it. They're just following rules programmed by people. Humans and robots are different kinds of thinkers. Humans have feelings, creativity, and imagination. We can change our minds, dream up new games, or break the rules in clever ways. Robots can't do that. They follow instructions logically, exactly as written. They never get bored, never need breaks, and never get distracted. But they also can't invent new ideas. Robots need humans to create the rules. Without people, robots would have no guidance at all. Now it's your turn to act like robots. Imagine you are machines with no thoughts of your own. You don't get to decide what you feel like doing. Instead, you follow instructions from your programmer, who will be your teacher or a classmate. This activity shows how robots work. They don't think, they just do exactly what they're told. Are you ready to become a robot for a little while? Here's how the robot game works. The programmer gives if-then commands. For example, if I clap, you jump. If I wave, you spin. The job of the robot is to follow these commands perfectly without adding any extras. Just like real robots, you must be precise. This activity is fun, but it also teaches an important lesson. Robots don't think about whether the command is silly or serious. They just do it. When you play the robot game, you'll notice a few things. Robots don't add their own ideas. They don't decide to jump higher or add a silly dance move. They don't have feelings, so they don't say, "I don't feel like it." They follow instructions exactly as programmed. If the rules aren't clear, mistakes can happen. But when the rules are clear, robots follow them every time. That's how real robots in the world work too. We've discovered that robots are machines that follow step-by-step rules. They need clear instructions, and without them, they don't know what to do. Robots can be built for cleaning, building, exploring, or entertaining, but they all work the same way, by following instructions carefully. They seem smart, but really, they're just very good at following the rules humans give them. Have you ever wondered how a computer looks at the world? Unlike us, computers don't have real eyes, but they can still see with cameras. Our eyes take in light, color, and shapes, and then our brains make sense of it all. That's how we know when we're looking at a cat, a dog, or a tree. Computers don't feel or imagine like us, but they do something special. They break pictures into tiny pieces of information. With enough practice, computers can start to recognize what's in a picture just like we do. Our eyes are like tiny cameras. They capture light, colors and shapes all around us. Then, our brain steps in like a superpowered computer, making sense of everything instantly. That's how you know your friend's face in a crowd, or can tell a dog from a cat without thinking too hard. Our memories also help. Once you've seen your pet 100 times, you'll recognize it anywhere. And it's not just about shapes. You also connect feelings to what you see. A smile makes you happy, and a frown tells you someone is sad. Computers don't have eyes like we do, so they rely on cameras. A camera takes a picture and then turns it into pixels, which are tiny little colored squares, kind of like Lego blocks. Each pixel has one color, but when you put millions of them together, you get a full image. To us, it looks smooth and natural, but to a computer, it's just a giant puzzle made of dots. The computer doesn't see a cat or a tree the way we do. It only sees patterns in those dots. AI works by spotting patterns in all those tiny pixels. For example, it might notice that cat ears usually look like pointy triangles, or that a dawn's nose is round and shiny. Trees? They often have a brown trunk with lots of green above it. Once AI has seen enough examples, it starts comparing new pictures to what it already learned. That's why when you show it a new cat, it says cat, because it remembers those pointy ears and whiskers from thousands of earlier pictures. When we look at the world, we use our eyes, our brain, and our memory all at once. We instantly know what we're looking at, and we can also understand feelings. For example, you know when your friend looks happy or upset. Computers are different. They use cameras to take in images, then AI plus data to spot shapes and patterns. They don't see emotions, and they need lots and lots of practice to get good at recognizing things. That's why AI still makes mistakes sometimes, while humans rarely get confused. One of the most amazing things AI can do is recognize human faces. It studies patterns like the position of your eyes, the shape of your nose, and the outline of your face. Even if you wear glasses, put on a hat, or tilt your head, AI can usually still tell it's you. This ability is called facial recognition, and it's one of the most powerful uses of computer vision today. But remember, AI doesn't actually know you. It just matches patterns to what it has learned. If you've ever used Snapchat or TikTok, you've probably played with fun face filters. These filters, like dog ears, sunglasses, or silly hats, follow your face even when you move. It feels like magic, but it's really AI math happening very quickly. The AI tracks your face in real time, watching where your eyes and nose are, so the filter never slips off. Without AI, those fun filters wouldn't exist. Your dog ears would float off into the air instead of sticking to your head. Facial recognition isn't just for filters. You use it all the time, maybe without even noticing. Many phones unlock with your face. Your face is like your password. Social media apps use AI to suggest tags for your friends in pictures. Some video games read your expressions and change how characters react. Even cars are starting to use AI to check if drivers are sleepy so they can stay safe on the road. facial recognition has moved from just being cool to being truly useful in everyday life. Humans are experts at recognizing faces. We can spot someone we know from across the playground and remember them for years. AI, however, needs thousands of practice examples just to recognize one person. And even then, it sometimes makes mistakes, like mixing up two people who look alike. That's why humans still need to guide AI carefully. Our memory, feelings, and ability to understand people make us far better at this task. AI is just learning to catch up. Next, let's talk about self-driving cars, or as I like to say, how cars see the road and travel. Now imagine a car that can drive all by itself. Sounds like science fiction, right? But it's real. Self-driving cars use AI to see the road, watch for people, and follow signs. Cameras and sensors act like the car's eyes, while AI acts like the brain. The car has to make decisions in real time, like when to stop, when to turn, and when to slow down. This isn't just about being cool. It's about safety and helping people who can't drive on their own. A self-driving car has a lot to keep track of. It watches for people crossing the street, whether they're kids, adults, or even pets. It looks at traffic signals and stop signs, making sure it follows the rules. It notices other cars, trucks, and bikes so it can share the road safely. It even spots obstacles like cones, potholes, or animals darting across the street. To do this, the car's AI uses cameras, sensors, and powerful computer brains to process everything in seconds. The car's AI doesn't guess. It follows clear rules. If the light is green, the car goes. If the light turns red, it stops. If a person is walking across the street, the car slows down. If the car in front suddenly brakes, the AI makes sure to keep a safe distance. These rules are simple, but when put together, they make driving possible. AI reacts faster than people in some cases, which makes self-driving cars safer in many ways. Self-driving cars can save lives. They help prevent accidents by staying alert all the time, unlike humans who can get tired or distracted. They make life easier for people who can't drive, like the elderly or those with disabilities. And they give us a glimpse of how powerful AI can be when it works in the real world. From spotting dangers to making instant choices, self-driving cars show how AI vision isn't just fun. It can change lives. Let's turn into AI ourselves. Imagine you're the computer, and your job is to guess what someone has drawn. But here's the twist. Instead of words, we're using emojis. One person draws a simple emoji face or shape, and the rest of us, acting as AI, have to guess what it is. Sometimes we'll guess quickly, and sometimes we'll be totally wrong. That's the fun of it. We're pretending to be AI, practicing just like it does. Here's how the game works. Step 1, someone draws an emoji on the board or paper. Step 2, the rest of the group guesses what it is. Step 3, count how many guesses it took. Did we get it right away, or did it take a while? Just like AI, sometimes we nail it, and sometimes we need more tries. The more we practice, the better we get. This game helps us understand how AI practices with data until it can recognize things correctly. To make it easier, let's try a few examples. If you draw a circle with 2 dots and a curve, that looks like a smiley face. A triangle with lines on top looks like a slice of pizza. A circle with ears and whiskers could be a cat. A circle with stick arms and legs might look like a soccer player. These simple shapes are like the patterns AI uses to recognize objects. It doesn't see the feelings, just the shapes and colors. By playing the emoji game, we learned that AI is all about spotting patterns. It doesn't feel emotions like we do. It just notices shapes and colors. Sometimes it gets confused, especially with messy or tricky drawings. But with more and more examples, it gets better. That's why practice is so important for AI, just like it is for us. The emoji game shows us that AI and humans both learn from examples, but in very different ways. Imagine having a tiny helper living inside your tablet, phone, or smart speaker, ready to answer your questions, tell you jokes, or play your favorite song. That's what voice assistants like Siri, Alexa, and Google Assistant are. Little digital friends powered by AI. They may not have faces or bodies, but they can talk to you and understand your voice. When you say, "Hey Siri" or "Alexa," it's like calling the attention of a buddy who's always listening and ready to help. These AI helpers are part of our everyday lives, making technology feel friendlier and more fun. Siri, Alexa, and Google Assistant are all examples of AI helpers called voice assistants. What makes them special is their ability to listen and talk back. When you ask them something like, "What's the weather?" they hear your voice, understand what you said, and give you an answer. It feels almost like magic, but it's really computer science and AI at work. Think of it as having a friend inside your device, one who is always awake, always ready, and always eager to answer questions or make life a little easier. Let's explore step by step how a voice assistant helps you. First, you speak into your device, like saying, "What's the weather today?" Next, the AI turns your voice into text, just like speech bubbles in a comic. Then, it searches for the best answer by scanning lots of information online. Finally, it speaks back to you, reading the answer aloud so you can hear it instantly. This whole process happens in seconds. To us, it feels smooth and magical, but behind the scenes, it's lightning-fast math and computer programming. Voice assistants aren't just about answering serious questions. They can also play music whenever you want, making your favorite psalms come alive in the room. They can tell jokes and riddles to make you laugh. They can even help with homework by solving quick problems or explaining facts. If your home has smart devices, they can control the lights, the TV, or even the thermostat, all by listening to your commands. They turn ordinary gadgets into smart tools that listen and respond to your voice. Voice assistants are special because they make technology feel natural, almost like having a conversation. You don't have to press lots of buttons or type words. You just talk the way you normally do. The AI understands human language, and that's a big challenge. It's not magic. It's clever computer programming and lots of training data that help the assistant know what you mean. That's why even kids can use them easily. They're everyday AI helpers that make learning and living a little more fun. One of the coolest tricks voice assistants use is called speech to text. That means turning spoken words into written words. Imagine you say hello. The AI listens carefully, matches the sounds to letters, and then writes the word hello. This is how tools like captions on YouTube work too. It's like having a magical scribe that writes down everything you say. But instead of using a pen and paper, it uses computer code and AI learning. Have you noticed words that appear at the bottom of YouTube videos while people are talking? Those are called captions, and they're created by AI. While the video is playing, the AI listens to the voices, turns them into text, and shows them instantly on screen. It feels like magic because the words appear almost at the same time as people speak. But really, it's smart AI working super fast to keep up with every sentence. Captions are more than just cool words at the bottom of the screen. They let you watch videos even when the sound is off, like in a library or a quiet place. They help people who are deaf or hard of hearing enjoy shows and videos just like everyone else. And they can even help kids learn new languages by showing exactly how words are spelled. Captions are a great example of AI making life easier and more inclusive for everyone. Even though AI is smart, it sometimes makes mistakes. Maybe you said, "I love cats," but the captions think you said, "I love hats." Mistakes like these happen because AI doesn't really understand meaning. It just matches patterns of sounds and letters. The good news is, just like kids practicing reading, AI gets better the more it practices. Every mistake is a lesson, and AI keeps learning until it makes fewer and fewer errors. Chatbots are another fun way to talk to AI. Instead of using your voice, you type messages and the chatbot types back. It's like talking to a helpful robot in a chat room. You can ask questions, get answers, or even play around with silly conversations. Some chatbots are designed for fun, while others are made to help with serious tasks, like answering questions on websites. Talking to a chatbot feels like messaging a robot friend who's always online. Chatbots are all around us if you know where to look. On websites, you'll often see a little box pop up that says, "Need help? Ask me anything." That's a chatbot. In games, chatbots let you talk with characters who respond in real time. Apps like Messenger or WhatsApp also use chatbots to answer quick questions or give reminders. Even some school websites use chatbots to help students find homework or answer class questions. They're friendly little helpers built into many parts of the digital world. Even though chatbots feel like they're chatting with you, they don't actually understand like humans do. They follow patterns and rules. If you ask, "What's 2 plus 2?" the chatbot looks at its data and quickly answers 4. Some advanced chatbots can even write stories, tell jokes, or create poems. But remember, they don't feel emotions or have real thoughts. They're just really good at recognizing patterns and predicting what the next word should be. Chatbots can be both helpful and funny. Sometimes they give perfect answers, and sometimes they say silly or weird things that make no sense. That's part of the fun. You might ask a chatbot what its favorite food is, and it will say batteries, which makes you laugh because robots don't eat. As chatbots keep practicing, they get smarter and make fewer mistakes. Talking to a chatbot is like exploring the mind of AI, surprising, goofy, and educational all at once. Now it's your turn to chat with AI. Imagine sitting down with a robot friend who types back answers to your questions. Sometimes the replies are smart and sometimes they're silly. That's okay. It's part of the game. The point is to see AI in action and notice how it thinks differently than humans. By talking to a chatbot, you can see both its strengths and its funny mistakes, which makes learning about AI more exciting. Here's how the chatbot activity works. Step 1. Think of a fun question to ask, like, do you like pizza? Step 2. Ask your chatbot the question by typing it in. Step 3. Read or listen to its response. Finally, share your funniest or weirdest answer with the class. Everyone gets a turn, and together we can laugh at the silly responses while also noticing how AI tries to understand us. Here's some great examples to try out with a chatbot. Ask, what's your favorite food? Or, do you like school? See what silly answer you get. You can also try, can you tell me a joke? Or, what if you were a superhero? The best part is coming up with your own creative questions to see how the AI responds. Sometimes it will surprise you with a clever answer, and sometimes it will say something so goofy that you can't stop laughing. After chatting with a chatbot, you'll notice a few things. First, they don't really have feelings, even though they talk like they do. Second, they use data and rules to decide what to say. Third, they sometimes get things right and sometimes they don't. They're still learning, just like us. Finally, chatbots think differently from humans. They don't imagine or feel, but they can still be very helpful. Exploring chatbots teaches us that AI is powerful, but also limited. Imagine being able to type any idea you can dream of, like a cat wearing sunglasses, and seeing it appear as a picture right in front of you. That's what AI drawing does. It's like having a digital artist sitting beside you, ready to bring your imagination to life instantly. The amazing part is that the pictures aren't copied from somewhere else. The AI invents brand new images every time. It's powered by data and learning, but to you, it feels like magic. Like words turning into colorful art at your command. AI drawing is when computers create pictures based on words we give them. You don't have to pick up a pencil or brush. You just type something like dog astronaut, and the computer paints it for you. Each drawing is unique and brand new. It doesn't just grab an old photo, it makes something original, combining what it has learned about dogs, astronauts, and space. That's why it feels like magic art, because it's a fresh creation every single time. To make all this possible, the AI has to learn from millions of pictures. It studies shapes, colors, and patterns in all kinds of images. For example, it notices that cats usually have whiskers and pointy ears, while dogs might have rounder faces. It doesn't understand like humans do, but it memorizes patterns. By practicing with so many examples, the AI gets better at building its own pictures from scratch. Once the AI has learned about pictures, it figures out how things connect. It notices that the sky is usually blue above the ground, that trees have trunks with green leaves, and that people often have two eyes, a nose, and a mouth in a certain order. These visual relationships help it make drawings that look real. Without this step, you might end up with a dog with 3 noses or a cat with its ears on its feet. The connections help AI draw things in the right places. Here's where the fun really begins. AI takes the patterns it has learned and mixes them in new ways. If you ask for a robot painting a rainbow, the AI combines what it knows about robots, paintbrushes, and rainbows, then invents a picture where they all exist together. The result is something no one has seen before, a brand new combination of ideas created instantly. Finally, the AI takes your words and turns them into an actual picture. It translates dog astronaut into a spacesuit, a helmet, and a happy dog floating among stars. It translates unicorn playing soccer into a magical horse kicking a ball on a field. Every word you type is like giving the AI an instruction, and it tries its best to bring your description to life in a creative way. AI drawing is most fun when your ideas are wild and creative. You could try pizza flying in space and watch a cheesy slice zoom past planets. Or a unicorn playing soccer with a magical horse kicking a ball. Or even a robot painting rainbows, which turns into a colorful masterpiece with a mechanical twist. The zillier and more creative your ideas are, the more surprising and fun the pictures become. What makes AI drawing so special is how it brings your imagination to life. You don't need to be a great artist. With just words, anyone can create. It inspires creativity because it sparks new stories, games, and ideas. It shows how humans and AI can work together. You bring the imagination, and AI brings the details. Together, the possibilities are endless. It's like teamwork between your creativity and a digital artist. But AI doesn't stop at pictures. It can also make music. Imagine having a robot DJ who can play any style of song you want. You tell it, "Make me a happy birthday song in rock style," and it starts shredding guitar chords. Or you ask for a lullaby with piano and violin, and it plays something calm and peaceful. AI listens to thousands of songs, learns the patterns, and then composes its own beats for you. AI music works in steps, just like drawing. First, the AI listens to thousands of songs and learns their styles. Next, it studies rhythm and notes, figuring out how instruments and beats go together. Then it connects tempo to mood, fast beats for dancing, slow notes for bedtime calm. Finally, It creates something new, mixing what it has learned into original songs that match your request. AI music can be playful and surprising. Imagine a happy birthday song in rock style, where everyone's headbanging at the party, or a lullaby with piano and violin that feels soft and dreamy, or even turn animal sounds into beats, where a cow's moo becomes a drum and a bird's chirp becomes a melody. AI can turn ordinary sounds into extraordinary music, creating endless possibilities for fun. The best part about AI music is that you don't need instruments or lessons to make songs. Anyone can explore music without learning to play piano or guitar. You can remix your favorite songs into new styles or experiment with new sounds. With AI, imagination becomes your instrument, and every idea can turn into music. It transforms your creativity into a playground of sound. AI isn't just about art and music, it can also write. You can start a story with "Once upon a time, a dragon," and AI will continue the adventure. It has read millions of stories, jokes, and poems, so it knows how to build sentences and guess what comes next. The results are often hilarious, with surprising twists, silly jokes, and endings you never expect. AI becomes your robot storyteller, ready to help you write anything. AI writing works by predicting what should come next in a story. First, it reads millions of books, jokes, and poems to learn patterns. Then, it learns how stories begin, continue, and end. If you give it a starting sentence, it guesses the next line, then the next, building a story step by step. That's how a silly starter, like a dog became the mayor of town, can turn into a hilarious tale. Here's where things get really funny. Start with "A dog became the mayor of town." The AI might finish, "He made every day bring your bone to work day." Or ask it for a joke and it might say, "Why was the computer cold?" Because it left its windows open. These stories and jokes remind us that AI doesn't think like us, but by following patterns, it comes up with surprising, often silly results. AI writing is like having the perfect writing buddy. You never have to write alone again. It helps by adding surprising twists to your stories, inspiring new ideas, and keeping your imagination flowing. The funniest part is that it often gives endings you never thought of, making you laugh. Humans plus AI become the funniest and most creative team ever. Comedy gold at your fingertips. Now it's time for you to create. Today's challenge is to invent your own hybrid animal, a mix of two or more creatures. You could combine a cat and a fish to make a catfish, or a dog and an eagle to make a doggle. You can draw it yourself or use AI to generate it. The goal is to see how imagination plus AI can bring wild ideas to life, turning them into pictures to share with everyone. Here's how we'll do the activity. Step 1. Pick 2 animals to combine. Step 2. Draw your hybrid creature on paper or a tablet. Step 3. If possible, use AI to generate its version of your creature. Step 4. Share your creation with the group. It could be funny, scary, or magical. The wilder the idea, the more fun the result. Just like AI mixes patterns, you're mixing imagination. Need some ideas? A dog plus an eagle becomes a doggle, a flying fetch champion. A rabbit plus a turtle becomes a rurtle, a slow but steady hopper. An elephant plus a butterfly becomes an elefly, a giant with graceful wings. Each hybrid is silly, surprising, and magical. The best part is that there's no right or wrong answer. Your creativity drives the activity, and AI adds the finishing touch. By mixing our imagination with AI, we discover something powerful. AI combines ideas by spotting patterns and details. Humans guide the process with creativity, choosing the ideas to try. AI then adds the colors, style, and finishing touches. Together, this partnership creates endless possibilities. The lesson is simple. Humans plus AI equals infinite creations. That's why imagination will always be the most important ingredient when working with AI. School is one of the most important places where we learn and grow. And believe it or not, AI is already helping you in the classroom every single day. AI works behind the scenes to make writing, math, and research easier. It acts like a quiet assistant in your backpack, ready to jump in whenever you need help. From fixing spelling mistakes to finding answers on the internet, AI is like a learning buddy who helps you move faster, learn better, and feel more confident in your schoolwork. AI isn't just something you see in video games or apps. It's part of your education too. Think of it as a learning helper that supports you with writing essays, solving tricky math problems, or looking up facts for projects. Many of the tools you already use daily are powered by AI without you even noticing. It makes schoolwork smoother and saves you time, so you can focus more on understanding and less on struggling. When you're writing on a computer or tablet and type a word, AI is right there watching your letters carefully. It knows the correct spelling of thousands of words. So when you write something, it instantly checks it. For example, if you write banana, AI recognizes it's not quite right. It's like a teacher looking over your shoulder, making sure you're on the right track. Have you ever seen a red squiggly line appear under a word? That's AI telling you, oops, this might be wrong. Instead of waiting for someone else to correct you, AI instantly shows you where the mistake is. It's like having your own personal spelling detective who catches the errors the moment you make them. Now comes the helpful part. When AI spots a mistake, it doesn't just underline it. It gives you a suggestion for the correct word. So when you type banana, it politely suggests, "Did you mean banana?" With just one click, you can fix it. It's like a spelling coach whispering the right answer into your ear, so your writing always looks polished. AI doesn't stop with spelling. It can also help with grammar, which is the way sentences are built. If you write, "she go to school," AI knows it should be "she goes to school." By fixing little things like this, AI makes sure your sentences sound right. It's like having an English teacher built into your computer, always ready to help you write better. Math can sometimes feel tough, but AI makes it easier with smart calculators. These aren't just normal calculators that add and subtract. They can solve more complicated problems and even show you the steps to get the answer. It's like carrying a mini math tutor in your pocket, ready to explain things whenever you need help. One of the best parts of AI math tools is how they don't just tell you the answer, but also show you how to get it. Imagine scanning a tricky equation with your phone and watching as the app breaks it down into steps you can understand. It's like your teacher drawing out the solution on the board, but this time the teacher lives in your device. There are apps like PhotoMass that make solving problems feel almost magical. You just scan a math question with your camera, and instantly the AI explains the solution step by step. It's like having a friendly math tutor who never gets tired and is always ready to help, right in your backpack. Imagine you're curious about something, like who invented soccer? You type it into Google, and within seconds, you have your answer. That's AI at work. Instead of slipping through books for hours, AI searches millions of web pages in moments, giving you the best answer right away. It's like a magical library helper who can find any fact for you in record time. When you type your question, AI doesn't just look randomly. It scans through millions of pages, looking for the ones that best match your question. It's like sending out thousands of tiny detectives across the internet to bring back the most useful answers. In just seconds, AI picks the best answer out of everything it found and shows it to you at the top of your screen. Without AI, searching for answers would take forever. With AI, it's fast, accurate, and easy. It's like having a super-powered librarian who already knows where every book is. AI doesn't just help at school, it's also in your home, making everyday life more fun. It helps you watch videos, listen to music, and even control things like lights or games. Whether it's Netflix suggesting a movie or YouTube showing your favorite cartoons, AI makes sure you always have something entertaining to enjoy. AI works like a friend who knows your favorite shows and songs. Netflix recommends movies you might like, and YouTube suggests fun videos or cartoons. It even remembers what you watched before, so it can give you better recommendations next time. It's like having a buddy who always knows exactly what you want to watch. Smart speakers like Alexa, Siri, or Google Home are like friendly robots in your house. You can ask them to play music, tell jokes, or set a timer. They answer in real time with their voices, making it feel like you're having a conversation with a digital friend. They make life easier and more fun by listening and responding to what you say. AI at home saves time, makes chores easier, and adds fun to daily life. It can turn on lights with your voice, remind you of important things, and play the perfect movie for family night. It shows us that AI isn't just in school or on phones. It's already part of our daily routines, helping families stay organized and entertained. AI also plays a big role in sports. It helps athletes train smarter, not just harder. By studying games and tracking how players move, AI can show what athletes did well and where they can improve. It's like having a coach that never blinks, always watching and ready to give advice. AI also powers instant replays during sports broadcasts. It can track the ball, players, and scores in real time, then zoom in or slow down important moments. This gives referees a clearer view and makes the game more exciting for fans. It's like having a magical pause and zoom button that shows every detail. AI helps keep families healthy too. Fitness trackers count your steps, measure your heart rate, and remind you to move if you've been sitting too long. Apps suggest workouts or show you how active you've been during the day. Even doctors use AI to spot illnesses early, helping people stay healthier and stronger. AI makes sports more exciting for fans, helps athletes improve their skills, and keeps families fit with health tools. It acts like a buddy who coaches you, tracks your progress, and helps everyone stay in shape. AI shows us that it's not just for computers or classrooms. It's also a partner in staying active and healthy. Now it's your turn to become an AI detective. From morning to night, AI is hiding everywhere in your routine. Your alarm clock on your phone, your weather app, your playlists, the games you play, the videos you watch, and even the lights in your home all use AI. Imagine a game where you get to be a detective, but instead of solving mysteries about stolen jewels or hidden treasures, you're on the lookout for something that hides in plain sight. AI. Artificial intelligence is everywhere, in your games, your homework apps, your videos, and even your morning alarm. In this activity, we're going to play Spot the AI. Just like a scavenger hunt, you'll keep your eyes open and point out where AI shows up in your daily routine. Maybe it's your tablet suggesting the next YouTube video, or your calculator helping with math, or even the voice assistant that answers when you say, "What's the weather today?" The fun is in realizing how many times AI pops up around you. It's like finding hidden superheroes you never noticed before. Think about your morning. The very first sound you hear might not be your mom or dad waking you up. It could be your phone's alarm clock. That alarm is powered by AI that learns what time you set it and rings right on schedule. Then you might check the weather on a smart device, and guess what? That's AI too, collecting data from satellites and predicting the forecast so you know whether to grab a raincoat or sunglasses. Even brushing your teeth might include AI if you have a smart toothbrush that tells you how well you're brushing. Your morning is already full of tiny AI helpers, making sure you're ready to start the day on the right note. When you head to school, AI tags along with you. In class, it may be working quietly in the background, checking your spelling as you type an essay, helping you solve tough math problems, or finding facts when you search online for a project. During breaks, AI is still there. It powers the recommended videos on your tablet, suggests fun songs to play with friends, and even helps in the games you enjoy. The characters in your video games that move, attack, or strategize against you. That's AI giving them their brains. At school and during playtime, AI is everywhere, like a teammate who's always ready to lend a hand. When the school day ends, AI doesn't take a break. Back at home, it's helping you relax and learn in fun ways. Netflix or YouTube might suggest shows you'll like based on what you've already watched, almost as if it knows your taste better than you do. Smart speakers can answer questions, play music, or remind you when it's bedtime. Fitness trackers might encourage you to stay active by counting your steps or showing how much energy you've burned. Even while you're winding down for the night, AI is like a quiet helper, making your home smarter, friendlier, and more fun. Here's how you play the Spot the AI activity. Step 1. Write down your daily routine, starting from when you wake up all the way until you go to sleep. Step 2. Think about all the times AI shows up during that day, like when your alarm wakes you, when you ask Siri a question, when you play a video game, or when a video app suggests something new to watch. Step 3. Circle or list each of those AI moments. Step 4. Share your findings with your friends or classmates. The challenge is to see who can spot the most AI helpers in their daily life. You'll be amazed at how many there are once you start looking. It's like uncovering a secret team of digital assistants working quietly behind the scenes just for you. Artificial intelligence is like a superhero with special powers. It can be super fast, super smart, and even super creative. But just like in superhero stories, powers can be used for good or for bad. AI can save lives, help people, and make life easier. But if it's misused, it can trick people, spread lies, or even cause harm. The most important lesson is that AI itself isn't good or bad. It depends on how humans choose to use it. AI is super fast, able to do things in seconds that would take people hours. It's super smart, able to learn, see, and talk. And it's super creative, able to make art, write stories, and even compose music. These are like its superpowers, just like a superhero might have super strength or the ability to fly. But powers always come with responsibility. That's why humans must decide if AI will be a hero helping others or a villain causing problems. One of AI's greatest powers is in medicine. It can spot illnesses early, even before doctors sometimes notice. That means people can get help sooner and stay healthier. For example, AI can study X-rays or scans and find problems quickly. Instead of replacing doctors, it becomes their sidekick, helping them save lives faster and more accurately. AI also makes cars safer. Self-driving cars use sensors and cameras to watch the road, notice traffic lights, and spot people crossing the street. They can react quickly to prevent accidents, keeping families safe. Imagine a car that never gets tired, distracted, or falls asleep at the wheel. That's the promise of AI-powered safe driving. AI breaks down barriers by helping people speak different languages. Translation apps powered by AI can turn English into Spanish, French, or hundreds of other languages instantly. That means people from around the world can talk, share ideas, and understand each other better. AI becomes a bridge that connects people no matter where they live or what language they speak. AI can even help reunite families by finding lost pets or missing people. By scanning pictures, analyzing locations, and comparing information, AI can track and identify who or what is missing. It's like having a superhero detective always on call, helping people find each other when they need it most. But AI isn't always used for good. Some people use it to create fake pictures that look real but aren't. These images can trick people into believing something that never actually happened. It's like a villain using powers to confuse and mislead others. That's why we need to be careful and always double-check what we see. AI can also be misused to spread false news online. Fake stories can be written by AI and shared quickly, confusing people and making them believe lies. This can cause arguments, mistrust, and harm in the real world. Just like a superhero must protect people from villains, we must protect ourselves from bad information created with AI. Sometimes students use AI to do their homework instead of learning the material themselves. While it might seem helpful at first, it actually hurts learning in the long run. Cheating with AI is like letting a robot run the race for you. You don't get stronger or smarter. AI should be a helper, not a shortcut that keeps you from growing. One of the scariest misuses of AI is in creating war robots. These are machines built to harm people instead of help them. While AI can save lives in medicine or cars, it can also be turned into dangerous tools if used without care. This is why humans must always be careful about how they design and use AI, making sure it helps rather than hurts. AI is a tool, not a toy. Like a superhero's powers, it must be handled carefully. Humans must choose wisely how AI is used, set rules for it to follow, and make sure it makes the world better. Just like superheroes follow codes of honor, we need to guide AI with responsibility, kindness, and wisdom. Even though AI is powerful, it's not perfect. So can AI make mistakes? Sometimes it guesses wrong or doesn't fully understand what it sees or hears. Just like kids need practice when learning math or reading, AI needs practice to improve. Mistakes are part of its journey to becoming smarter. That's why we must always remember that AI isn't magic. It's learning, just like us. AI only knows what it's been taught. If it learns from wrong information, it will make mistakes. If it faces something totally new, it can get confused. For example, if AI has never seen a cow before, it might call it a dog because both have 4 legs. These mistakes remind us that AI doesn't truly understand the world. It only matches patterns from its training. Sometimes AI mistakes are so silly they make us laugh. Autocorrect might turn "I like cats" into "I like hats." Or AI might see a muffin and think it's a puppy. Or when you ask your voice assistant to play music, it might hear "pay museum." These funny mistakes show us that AI doesn't really understand meaning. It just tries its best. Mistakes aren't bad. They're lessons. Just like kids learn from errors, AI also improves when it gets things wrong. Each mistake teaches AI to do better next time. But it also reminds humans that AI isn't perfect. That's why we must always double-check AI's answers and guide it carefully. When humans and AI work together, we can avoid errors and achieve success. AI has power, but it doesn't know right from wrong. That's where humans come in. We are the ones who set rules, give examples, and decide how AI should act. Without guidance, AI could cause harm. With guidance, AI becomes a powerful helper for everyone. Humans are like superheroes, leading the way and making sure AI's powers are used for good. Think about your favorite superhero. They have powers that could be used to hurt or to help. They follow rules, codes, and guidance to make sure they save the day. AI is the same. It has incredible abilities but needs humans to give it purpose and keep it safe. In this way, humans are the real heroes, guiding AI to make the world a better place. Humans guide AI in many ways. We teach it with good examples so it learns correctly. We set safety rules to keep people safe. We check its work to find mistakes and fix them. And we use AI to solve problems, not create them. With clear guidance, AI becomes a tool that helps everyone instead of a danger. Here's the most important lesson of all. Together, humans and AI can be superheroes. AI can do amazing good, but humans must stay in charge. AI is a tool, not a boss. With responsibility, teamwork, and wisdom, we can make sure AI is used to improve the world and make life better for everyone. Let's stretch our imaginations and picture AI as a character in a story. Some days, this character is a hero. It helps people find lost pets, keeps buses safe on their routes, or reminds a grandparent to take important medicine. Other days, this same character might cause trouble. It sets off your vacuum at 3 a.m. It recommends silly videos right when you're supposed to be doing homework. Or it misunderstands a command and turns all the lights off during your birthday song. The exciting part is that you get to decide which path your AI takes. Imagine the scene, the sounds, and the feelings. Is the room calm and helpful, or wild and chaotic? If AI is the helper, how does it save the day? If AI is the troublemaker, what goes wrong? And what helps fix it? Remember, AI doesn't have feelings. It follows patterns and rules. So in your story, think about what instructions it got, who gave them, and what happens when those instructions are too vague or too strict. The best stories show both sides. The moment AI's superpowers shine, and the moment those same powers need a human guide. That balance between amazing help and silly hiccups is what makes your tale feel real, funny, and meaningful. Now it's your turn to be the author. Start by choosing a point of view. Will you be the kid who meets a brand new robot classmate? The coach who uses a smart camera to review plays? Or the bus driver whose dashboard has an AI co-pilot? Pick a setting that pops with detail. A buzzing classroom right before a big test? A rainy soccer field where the ball skids and splashes? Or a kitchen that smells like pancakes while a chatty smart speaker hums? Give your AI a clear job, something it can do very well, and a rule it must follow. Then introduce a problem that tests those rules. Maybe your AI takes instructions too literally, like washing a backpack because it heard clean everything. Or maybe it notices a danger that people missed, like a door left open for the cat. Let your characters react. What does a friend say? What does a teacher try? What do you decide? Build to a turning point where a human gives better guidance, clearer words, a smarter limit, or a kinder choice, and show how that turns the situation around. End with a simple reflection. What did the people learn about giving good instructions, and what did the AI learn about following them? Keep your voice playful, use sound words and feelings, and remember, your story is a playground where ideas grow. If your imagination needs a nudge, try one of these launches and then make it your own. A homework helper robot whispers hints, not answers, until it overhears "finish all my work" and prints 50 pages of math at midnight. A smart school bus reads the road like a pro but refuses to pass a puddle because it predicts splash risk. How do the kids convince it puddles are part of childhood? A jokester chatbot keeps telling silly jokes during quiet reading time. What rule will help it sense when to be quiet and when to be funny? A super cleaner vacuum won't stop because it misheard "clean until it shines." Now it's chasing glitter under the couch. Who can give it a better stopping rule? Or imagine a pet translator collar that guesses what your dog wants but keeps offering broccoli treats. For any starter you pick, add the 5 W's. Who is involved? What the AI is designed to do, where it happens, when the problem pops up, and why the misunderstanding occurs. Sprinkle in vivid details. The beep of a sensor, the glow of a screen, the thump-thump of shoes in the hallway. Then twist the idea. What if the problem becomes the solution, or the helper needs help? That's where your story finds its spark. Think of AI like a powerful tool. The same hammer can build a house or crack a window. Show a moment where AI helps. It spots a missing lunchbox in camera footage, suggests extra practice for a tricky word, or warns that the oven is still on. Then, show a moment where AI causes trouble. It flags a correct word as a mistake, pauses a movie at the most exciting part, or insists the cat is a small dog because the ears looked similar. What changed between the two moments? Usually, it's the instructions and the context. When the goal is clear, alert if the oven is on after bedtime, AI shines. When the goal is fuzzy, make everything perfect, AI chases impossible rules. Let your characters notice the difference. Maybe a class decides to rewrite the rule from "clean everything" to "clean crumbs on the floor for 10 minutes after dinner." Maybe a family changes "play music I like" to "play 3 calm songs for homework time." Your story can teach a simple truth. AI doesn't choose good or bad. It follows guidelines. When people give better guidelines, short, clear, kind, AI's superpowers land in the helping column far more often than the trouble one. Your story is ready to meet the world. Now choose a fun way to share it. You can read it aloud with voices for each character. Let a friend be the AI and you be the narrator. Or draw it like a comic with panels that show the problem, the mix-up, and the fix. Try a mini play where the AI follows a big poster of rules and the human edits those rules with sticky notes until everything works. After you share, invite kind feedback. Ask your audience what they liked. Which moment felt funny or surprising, and what rule they would add or change. Then end with a quick lesson learned from your characters. Maybe clear instructions make smart helpers, or humans guide, AI follows, or practice turns mistakes into learning. Celebrate every version, silly endings, brave fixes, thoughtful rules, because each story helps us understand how to use powerful tools wisely. When we imagine together, we become better teachers for our technology and kinder teammates for each other. Get ready to discover something amazing. Building AI isn't only for grown-ups in lab coats. It's for curious kids like you who love to imagine, tinker, and try new things. Think of AI as a helpful brain you can teach with examples. You're not just watching the future, you're invited to help build it. Today, we'll unlock what AI really is, how it learns, and all the fun ways you can use it to create games, art, music, and little digital helpers. Bring your creativity because that's your superpower. Your ideas don't have to be perfect, they just have to be yours. When you mix imagination with practice, you become the kind of creator who shapes tomorrow. AI can seem like a magic trick, but it's actually smart patterns and practice. Scientists didn't learn it all in one day, and neither will you. But step by step, you'll get the hang of it. You're already using AI when you talk to voice assistants, get video recommendations, or see auto captions. That means you started your AI journey without even noticing. The secret ingredient is creativity. Your drawings, your stories, your what-if questions. When you add curiosity to creativity, you're not just using AI, you're teaching it, shaping it, and building with it. If you can imagine it, you can begin to build it. Let's peek at what you can make. You can build chatbots that answer funny questions and help friends. You can design super games with characters that think, chase, or team up with you. You can create AI art and music that turn your wildest words into pictures and your rhythms into songs. And you can invent helpful assistants that remind you of tasks, organize homework, or explain tricky ideas. Each project is a new world you control, and every try makes your AI a little smarter. Your projects don't have to be huge, they just need to be yours. You don't need complicated code to start. Kid-friendly coding tools like Scratch or Blockly let you snap colorful blocks together to build logic without worrying about spelling every command. AI art tools help you turn words into pictures or beats into songs. Learning games teach AI ideas through play, sorting, matching, trying, and improving. And the best part? You can build your own projects. Start tiny. Make a character move. Make a helper answer one question. Make a drawing from one sentence. Small wins stack up into big skills. Here's the heart of it all. AI is for everyone. You don't need to be an expert to begin because today's tools are designed to help you learn by doing. You can shape tomorrow. The ideas you test today may grow into tools people everywhere use. And the secret formula is simple. Creativity plus imagination equals AI magic. You are not just a user of technology. You are a creator. When you trust your ideas and keep practicing, you turn curious questions into real creations that help people. Look ahead and dream big. AI touches almost everything, from the games you play to the robots that work to the science that saves lives. If you love stories, puzzles, machines, animals, space, or oceans, there's a place for you in the world of AI. Your favorite hobbies today can become the jobs where you shine tomorrow. Start by exploring now. Every playful experiment is a step toward a future where your ideas matter. Right now, you're playing, exploring, and asking questions. That's perfect training. The same curiosity that helps you figure out a game level can help you figure out how to make smart tools, friendly robots, or creative apps. AI careers are growing in every field: medicine, education, art, and sports. Play today, work tomorrow means you practice now so opportunities open later. And endless possibilities means you're not stuck in one lane. You can mix art with science, games with learning, or music with math. Your path is yours to invent. Games feel alive because AI gives characters little brains. Smart characters can chase, hide, or help. Fun challenges appear because AI creates puzzles that change as you play. Think of Pokemon battles, Minecraft mobs, or racing rivals that get tougher when you get better. They're powered by rules and learning that react to you. Imagine building your own game where characters learn and grow smarter over time. You decide the rules. AI brings them to life, turning your ideas into adventures other kids can play. Robots need bodies and brains. The body could be wheels, arms, or wings. The brain is AI. At home, helpers can tidy or fetch. In factories, robot arms build cars and gadgets safely and quickly. In space, explorers like Mars rovers go where humans can't, sending discoveries back to Earth. Your future could be the one designing robots that comfort, protect, or teach. Engineers give robots AI brains so they can sense, decide, and act. Your job is to imagine what those robots should do for people. AI is a super teammate for scientists. It helps find new medicines faster by spotting patterns humans might miss. It explores the ocean, studying deep sea life and coral reefs. It supports climate science, tracking storms and climate changes to help protect communities. It watches over endangered animals, recognizing where they are so people can keep them safe. With AI skills, you could help solve giant problems because big dreams start with small steps. And your steps can start today. Now it's your turn to invent. Picture an AI helper that fits your life perfectly. Does it cheer you up, sort your backpack, explain homework, fetch soccer drills, or organize art supplies? There are no wrong answers. When you design, think about the problem it solves and how a tiny AI brain could make it helpful, kind, and safe. This challenge is your chance to turn "I wish" into "I built." Start by dreaming big. What would it do? Maybe it helps with homework, plays games, or even cooks pizza every day. Make it yours by choosing the features that matter to you. Speed for chores, patience for learning, jokes for fun. Think big because ideas grow. A simple study buddy could become a school-wide helper. A friendly organizer could help your whole family. When you design for yourself, you learn how to design for others too. Give your helper a name that fits its personality. Names make ideas feel real. Pick its job so it has a clear purpose. Choose special powers that match that job, explaining math step by step, remembering schedules, turning words into pictures, or cheering you on during practice. Then draw or describe how it looks and acts. Does it have a screen face? A friendly chime? A back-duck? The more details you add, the easier it is to build a first version later. Need inspiration? Homework Hero explains tricky math in easy steps. PetPal feeds, walks, and plays with animals when you're busy. Dream DJ mixes custom songs for workouts, bedtime, or parties. Chatbot learns your favorite flavors and makes snacks just right. These examples show how a clear job and a few special powers turn a cute idea into a helpful buddy. Start simple, grow features as you learn. Show your drawing or story and tell the magic behind it. What problem does it solve and how? Invite questions so you can imagine together how it might work at home or school. When you share, your idea gets stronger because other people add suggestions you didn't think of. This is how builders work in real life. We sketch, test, listen, and improve until a fun idea becomes a real tool that helps someone. Build the future together, one idea at a time. Ready to create? Grab a pencil or tablet and bring your buddy to life. You can draw what it looks like or write what it does, or both. Don't worry about perfection. Focus on personality and purpose. Is it playful or calm? Loud or quiet? Fast or patient? This is your moment to turn a daydream into a design. When you finish, you'll have a character and a plan you could actually build later. Your buddy can look any way you want, human-like, robot-like, animal-like, or something totally new. Decide what it does. Play games with you, help with tasks, keep you safe, or cheer you up on tough days. This is your creative vision. The colors, shapes, sounds, and friendly behaviors that make your buddy feel real. The clearer your vision, the easier it becomes to design the brain and the body that bring it to life. Choose design looks, colors, shape, size, maybe a similar badge. Define special skills that match how it helps. Reading out loud, organizing homework, practicing languages, or setting practice reminders. Pick a cool name that tells us who it is. Then bring it to life by drawing, writing a description, or recording a little introduction. This is your blueprint. One day, it can guide a real prototype you code and test. Meet some sample buddies to spark ideas. SparkleBot beams rainbow lights and happy dances when you need encouragement. MathMaster solves tough problems and explains them in kid-friendly steps. Game Wizard joins you in Minecraft or Pokemon as a helpful teammate. Snack Maker bakes warm cookies and suggests healthy snacks when you're hungry. Let these inspire you, but keep your own twist so your buddy feels uniquely yours. Show your art proudly, share its special powers, and imagine daily adventures with your buddy. What would boardings look like? How would it help during school? What happens after practice or before bedtime? When we dream together, we learn what to build next. keep your drawings and notes. They're the first chapter of a real project you can grow. With kindness, creativity, and practice, the future truly is bright with friendly AI helpers, especially the ones you design.